What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Josh. Good morning from Canada, bright and early. Have to go pick up my stepdad from the airport, 4 hours each way. Woo! But I'm gonna get out a couple of videos for you guys before I leave. So just excuse me as I'm just waking up. We're gonna go over our friend Bitcoin, currently sitting at 18,859. We're down 5.89 on the day, seeing market cap of 359 billion. Ooh, a little bit early. 24-hour volume, 39.75 billion. Let's hop into the charts. So the bullish wave count has been invalidated, which is what I was expecting. We were watching a 1-2-1-2. We have a 1-2 right here. And then once again, we had a 1. Went through an ABC into a 2, but it broke that low. It's invalidated. So this entire bullish wave count has been invalidated, which is what I was expecting. And we can now focus on the bearish wave count, which is that. Let me open this up. I'm going to drop out my indicators. We are coming back down to oversold on the 4 hour. Just be very cautious, because when you're in a downtrend, you see it where you come down to oversold, you consolidate, and then you drop once again. Of course, we can bounce. The bearish wave count that we're looking at is we've gone through a WXY, and we've put in a wave 4 pullback, and we're going to see one more wave down in a wave 5 that could potentially bring you down to about 10 to about 13k. And putting in a wave 5, actually, if I pop back over to this chart here, just ignore everything except for this wave count. What we may be looking at here is that this is your wave 3, where we've come down in a 1-2. And right here we put in a wave 3. This is a wave 4 pullback, and now we're starting to come down in a wave 5. Let me move this over a little bit here. So what we could be looking at, I'm just going to use my brush, but we could be seeing a wave 1, wave 2 pullback. This is a wave 3. Potentially we may have already put in a wave 4 and already put in a wave 5. It's either that, or we've come down in a 1, 2, 3. We're still going through the wave 4 pullback, looking for a wave 5 to the downside. Now, if that does happen, whether it stops here and we bounce, or we drop lower, which is still a possibility, we could be looking at even a different wave count. That's why I say micro counting can be inaccurate, because we could be potentially looking at a wave 1 right here. This is a wave 2 pullback, even though it's a little bit shallow, and all of this is a wave 3. We see a wave 4, a wave 5. It's a little bit more difficult with micro counting. Basically, you have to wait for that wave 2 pullback. But we are sitting on that level of support. We did break below it just a little bit here. We do have support here at about 18.8k. We are very close to that level. So if we were to bounce from here, I will give you a wave 2 pullback zone. I did think the bearish scenario was more likely, and I still do here, and we have more confirmation of that now. But if we were to bounce here in a wave 2 pullback, you would look for a pullback. Let me drop in a yellow box with a minimum target of 20.9k, usually going to land in between the 0.5 to 0.786. Coming in about 21.6 and 23.6 with a maximum target of 99% of wave 1. All right, guys, that's if we bounce here. If we just continue to sell off, then we're still looking at the wave 1 not being complete yet, which is here in white. And most likely what we'd be looking at is we hadn't completed our wave 5 yet. Now, your next level of support here is at about 17k. If I zoom out on this chart here and we scroll back, and we look at where this wick came down to on the daily here, which is down here at about 17.7k. Oh, sorry guys. And we scroll over to the side, we do have a lot of support in that 17.5, 17.7, 17.8 level area. It would give us an opportunity to bounce. After that, it's basically a free fall. You can see there's no real support and resistance in that area. If we scroll back here to the previous bull market high, we do have some support here at 13.1k. So basically, if we lose 17.5, 17.6, you're basically looking at a free fall all the way down to about 13k, as there's not a lot of support until we reach that level. So let's drop in our VVPR real quick and see. Yeah, so you can see it. Let me scroll it out here. In between 17.5 all the way down to 13k, not a whole lot of volume. Your next really strong level of volume is about 12.1 thousand. Which lines up with these levels of resistance here. So that's your next strong level of support. And I think a high likelihood we come down to that level. I've been taking a lot of heat for it over the last few months, calling for one more wave down. Of course, I could have been wrong. That's always a possibility here. But in my opinion, I do think you're coming down to that level for a retest of this major level of support here. This wasn't a strong enough level of support in my opinion, the previous bull market high. You can see that this is a much larger demand zone for BTC, but anything could happen, guys. We could bounce here, put in a double bottom, reversal to the upside, bear market over, but it's not the more probable scenario in my opinion. We've been watching these bear flags, which we have broken down from once again. So we have a technical target all the way down here at about 17.9K. As you guys know, I'm not much of a patterns trader, but we did meet the technical target of this rising wedge. We met the target of this bear flag. So I wouldn't be surprised if we meet the target of this bear flag at about 17.9K. We are back down to oversold on the daily RSI. So potentially we could see a bounce. Just remember, when you're in a downtrend, your indicators tend to be less accurate when they reach oversold. It can just lead to consolidation. But if we do bounce, as I mentioned here, your wave 2 pullback zone to watch, which I'll definitely be looking to short if we do see a bounce, is up here at about 21.6 and 23.6K. If we do continue to sell off, then we're just still putting in a wave 5, in my opinion, looking to complete the wave 1. Your next level of support about 17.8. 17.7K for BTC. The bullish wave count, the 1212, all of this is done. It's finished. It's erased. All right, guys, we always have to go over both scenarios. Looking at both scenarios, I have been mentioning I thought the bearish scenario was more likely to play out. Looking at the stock market, looking at the world economy, it does look like there's going to be one more wave down, but we'll have to see, guys. The miraculous could happen. We put in a double bottom, we explode back to the upside. But I think we put in a wave 2 pullback. People are going to start to get really excited, just as they did right here, and the whales will take advantage. You have to think like a whale, which can be difficult at times. So that's it for this one. Make sure to sign up to Bybit. That's where I do all my trading. $4,500 in bonuses. You don't have to deal with those scam wicks that you get trading on other platforms, in my opinion. And we have over 2,000 members in the Discord, posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. And at the $10 membership, you can get my exact entries, exits, and take profits. For my spot trades, for my leverage trades, sign up through the Patreon link. If you want to trade with me, check out Bybit, full-length tutorial. I already said that. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Much love.